Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Dante Jones here with 772 Mobile Detail, and today we're going to get into part 2 of my 3-part series, how I took my detailing business from $0 to $50,000 a year. Now, if you missed part 1, I highly recommend you go back and take a look, especially if you are a new detailer and you're just getting started into the business. I go really in depth with my initial approach, as well as my initial income, how I elevated to 50K a year, along with some of the mistakes I made and things I wouldn't recommend for you to do. So part of this channel is me being very transparent and real with you on the things that I mess up on, because I don't want you to repeat the same things I do wrong. I want you guys to build your business faster than I did and continue to learn as I learn as we go. But for now, let's stick to part 2 and get right into how I am currently sustaining my detailing business. Before I get started, I do want to thank you guys for watching these videos and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot, and we are definitely growing at a steady pace. And let's make a like goal for this video. I want to try to hit 30 likes on this video so we can continue building the channel and getting out to the masses. We're not hitting the algorithm yet, but when we do, I feel like we'll grow very quickly. But for now, let me focus on my day ones, which is you guys, and give you the best advice possible. Now, I want to set the stage for you guys and explain precisely where I'm at in my business. I am very consistent with clientele. I'm never really lacking when it comes to being booked about a week ahead of time. Some weeks are slower than others, but I would say that at any given moment, I can make a post if I really need to. I can hit up my email list if I need to, make a special if I have to, if I'm getting slow. And that way I can still gain business. I've not run an ad in over a year, and I don't really have to post in Facebook groups as much. Oftentimes when I'm posting, it's to actually thank the clientele in the area for being so nice to me and showing my business the love and appreciation that maybe it actually deserves. For a while, I was hard on my business and super hard on my results. I'm my biggest critic, and nobody's going to critique my work more than myself. And I feel like that goes a long way in making sure that when people actually look at the results, they know I put my heart and mind into it. I did not speed through the process. I took my time and I treated it with care. With the context of this video being how am I sustaining my current income, I want to break it up into 3 pillars. So the first pillar being my maintenance clients, the second pillar being my reviews, and the third pillar being my presentation, which I touched on a little bit in the last video, but towards the end, I will get really heavy into my presentation and how it's affected my business overall and how it's really set me apart compared to other detailers, because as I mentioned, this area does have a lot of detailers, and I don't like to be the typical guy. I like to be someone that goes the extra mile, and I want my business to have its own aura, its own feeling to it. And I feel like everything that I do, all the extra steps, although it does take me extra time and work, it really does a huge favor for me in building my business going forward. So when it comes to maintenance clientele, my mentality when coming into the business, and I can't say I came up with this originally, I actually follow some other YouTubers who touched on this as well, but I went really heavy into it because it made so much sense. Why are people obsessed with always finding new clients when it's so much easier to sell to people who have worked for you before? I love getting new clients. I love building the business that way, and I really do enjoy when someone that I haven't worked for before comes into my ecosystem. But that's not my target client base when it comes to maintaining my income. Maintenance clients are very, very convenient because you know what you're getting into each and every detail. Typically, this Range Rover I'm detailing as we speak is someone that's been with me for about a year and a half, I would estimate. And although my maintenance prices for monthly clients like this one hovers around $120, this client blesses me by paying $150 typically each and every month. Now, that's not something I asked for. It's something that they provide me because they appreciate my level of service and my professionalism as well as my customer service. But this is the case with a lot of my maintenance clients. I charge a pretty affordable amount compared to my other prices in my business for my maintenance clients, but they will still go above and beyond for me and really take care of me. So it's like I'm still doing a regular express detail at a reduced time expenditure as well as a reduced labor expenditure. It's really a beautiful way to consistently bring in good income and be able to not only build your business, but also enjoy yourself outside the business. I'm not really crunching for money with the maintenance clients that I have right now. They take amazing care of me. Now, when it comes to the acquisition of maintenance clients, I want to make that its own video in itself because there's several approaches that I use that work, that really do well with getting me maintenance clients. But for now, I kind of want to focus on the overarching mentality behind it. For one, as I kind of alluded to already, since the vehicle is seen by me on a regular basis, whether it be 1 month, 3 months, or even bi-weekly, the vehicle is in good condition, so I'm not really pressing myself for a high level of labor to complete the jobs. I always know what to expect. And another thing is, it's very comfortable coming to a location you've been to before, especially when you're someone like me who relies on water and power from the clientele themselves. So I always know where the water is, where the power is. I just text the client, hey, I'm here, I'm getting started now. Boom, 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 we're getting to work. And after about an hour and 15 minutes or so, I'm walking away with between $120 to $150, depending on what kind of vehicle I'm working on and what kind of client I am working for. And if you can get multiple vehicles at one location, after about 2 hours of work, you can be walking away with $240 to maybe even around $300 like I do sometimes. When you find the right clientele, they will take care of you. When you do good work, they will also take care of you. And when you're seeing them on a regular basis, you don't have to worry about promoting your business to them because they already know who you are. They already appreciate you. And there's no reason to search for more clientele in the upcoming weeks because you already have a full list of maintenance clients. Now, obviously, there are some higher paying jobs that you could go for, such as full details, but that does take a lot more time typically. But this is just the way that I build my business. There's no law to it. There's no sort of guideline to it. I just like to do easier jobs. The reason being, I work in the Florida sun. It's usually pretty hot. Yes, I do get full details pretty much every single week, and I'm usually getting multiple, but that does not mean that I want to take them all on because you only have so much energy. If I can sprinkle in full details to boost my income and use the maintenance clients as my basis income, the business will continue to grow. And as I'll get into in the next video, I am really heavy into ceramic coatings now. I do acquire coating clients every month. When I first started doing coatings, it took me forever to get even one, but now they're rolling in the door and I have a quote coming up in a couple of days for a Challenger, in fact. So it continues to build over time. You just have to wait your turn, take your time, do the right things, and the right clientele will come to you. But in the context of this video, why do coating clients matter? Because if you're applying a 3-year, 6-year, or 10-year coating and they want someone to maintenance it that knows what they're doing, they're unlikely to go to someone else. While they go somewhere else, when you're the one that applied the coating, you know the coating and how it works. You know what soaps and products to use on the coating to help it not degrade sooner than it should. It's overall a winning formula because at that point, if you're doing a ceramic coated vehicle every single month, it's a breeze. So that's pretty much the overarching view I have on one of the pillars of my business, my maintenance clients. But now let's get into my reviews, which also ties into customer service to a degree. When it comes to my reviews, over the course of 2 years, I've acquired about 100 in totality. I could be doing way better if I followed through with my clients after the detail by sending them a review link. And only recently have I really gotten better with that. After 2 whole years, I don't have any reviews that are less than 5 stars. And the day that I get a review less than 5 stars, it will absolutely crush me because I care so much about this business and its overall image. But it will come eventually. Everyone has their day. I just know that so far we've been killing it and no one's been disappointed in our work. And when we pivot to the customer service side of the reviews, if you look up my reviews, you will see that a majority of them are reflective of my character, right? They will say their car looks brand new, but they will also say, okay, he is also a great person. He's very personable. He's honest. He shows up on time. He's always on top of his messages. He's not going to not show up like a lot of detailers tend to do in this area for some reason. And the reputation will continue to grow with those type of words being said about you. Anyone can clean a car to the nines. Not everyone can connect with their clientele the way that I do, and I will stand on that. You need to make it an emphasis in your business to be the same way if you want to set yourself apart in a flooded venture like mobile detailing. Finally, with the presentation aspect in mind, I do really emphasize the idea that presentation is everything, but it's also all-encompassing to me. It's not just the steering wheel wrap. It's not just the thank you letter. It's not just the shift gear wrap, the scent, the spray cleaner with my logo on it. It's not just that. I try to impact all senses through people. What I mean by that, if this makes sense, is what people see, right? Their sight. I want them to see immaculate results. I want them to see that I went the extra mile by leaving the finishing touches that I normally leave. I also want to impact their hearing. I want to tell them and educate these clients on the information they need to know, whether it be the exterior condition of the vehicle or how to maintain the interior condition of the vehicle, what's going wrong, what can we work on. Let's educate the clients on how to take care of their vehicle so when you come back, it's not nearly as bad. And this way you continue to build trust and rapport with these people so that they trust you and see you as a figure of authority, so to speak. How about scent? I leave behind a blue little tree called Caribbean Colada. The scent is absolutely to die for. Everyone loves it. And it's simple, it's affordable. Yes, it's a cheap little tree, but it gets the job done and it's not ever gotten me in trouble with any clients. And it does complement my current presentation very well. I even try to leave a mark on the client's taste. I leave behind mints in those blue, white, or yellow towels I leave behind for the clients. You can't really see them because they're tucked in there, but I always leave mints. I feel like if my client has a mint after I detail their car, and then they have another mint in a couple weeks going forward, they will be reminded of the work that I did. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it, but at the end of the day, they do appreciate it. They like that I go leave mints for them, and it's not going to hurt my business at all. You know, I feel like it's a good approach. And at least one time in the history I've been in business, I can say for certain that someone that's eaten a mint from me and eaten one later on has thought of me and called me back. I believe that to my core. Another aspect of my presentation is I do leave behind floor mats, and sometimes a huge win for me because the clients will leave these floor mats in their car for a long period of time, and it won't allow the sand, the dirt, whatever's on the client's shoes to embed itself into their fabric. Yeah, it will on the borders, but the bulk of the carpet is majorly protected, not only by the floor mat, but also the Scotchgard I typically lay down for clients. So it's ultimately a win-win. It looks professional, it keeps the vehicle cleaner, and you are doing good business. Now, briefly, as we recap what we talked about in how I am maintaining my business, we first covered my maintenance clients and how they impact my business and my schedule, how it's much easier to show up to a client's house you've been to before, and being myself without a generator or water tank. I love it. I love knowing exactly where things are. I don't have to waste any time at all. I can just get right to work and continue about my day. We also talked about my reviews and how my customer service has impacted those reviews and also helped me continue bringing in clientele through word of mouth. It's not always about the engagement you're getting on social media. Sometimes your reputation will carry you much farther than your presence on social media. Don't stress about followers. Don't stress about likes. Do not stress about video views. At the end of the day, if you're doing good business and you're treating people well, you will flourish in this type of industry. It just takes time and patience. Now, as I wrap this up, guys, I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video and gain some information from me. If you have any feedback or comments, please leave them below, whether it's pro or against what I have been preaching. I do think there's different perspectives to business, and this is just mine through my lens. There's no law or guideline to detailing. You can build your business however you'd like to. I'm just the type to build it my own way, and I want to enlighten those who are similar to me. Not everyone is like me, but I do think that the method that I do my work allows me to enjoy my life, my craft, and increase my reputation over time. If you made it to this point in the video, I really do appreciate it, and I will be uploading part 3 in the coming days, so please subscribe to be notified when I do drop that video. I will continue to be providing you guys some more educational information as well as satisfying detailing content on this channel through a transparent lens. But for now, stay blessed, hustle harder than the next. I'll see you in the next video. Dante out.